Move it, troopers! On the double! Fire!
What is up, my beautiful peeps, and welcome back to another Market Watch Monday. And today, Market Watch Monday is actually May the 4th, so may the 4th be with you all on this fine Monday morning. Today, I'm going to be talking a little bit different of what I ended on last Monday, which was a bunch of eternal leaders and eternal showcases, to be more specific, since like most expensive actual cards, legendary cards, are like Luke's, which have always been expensive, haven't they? But honestly, talking a little bit more about showcases, like we saw last week at the end of the video, Boba actually, I don't know if I'm going crazy. I don't remember this last week, but he kind of did get a little bit bought out, didn't he? Yeah, there he goes. He went from being a $200 card to a $400 card again. Yeah, more like a $500 card, which is kind of crazy. Like, I know this has been bought out, like actually bought in a couple weeks, or actually this was like a few days ago, wasn't it? Yeah, it was like a few days ago. So honestly, it's kind of crazy that the next up is a $500 one. So definitely something, I guess, to look out for. I don't know if people are just buying it to reminisce on old times, or if it's actually going to be pretty good for Eternal if somebody has found a way to play him. But he has been kind of nerfed in a way, since a bunch of these old leaders and old stuff have been able to catch up with him eventually, which was he was big issue back in the day. If any of you have played back then. Other than that, mostly other ones have stayed the same. Lay Organa, $250 one, $230 for Pulp. And yeah, mostly all of them in Spark have remained the same. Only, I believe, Boba just spiked out of randomly. And Hera, which is one that has been played, I think, even Twin Suns, since she is kind of versatile because of the Spectre keyword thing. And especially since right now we have that those new Spectres in law, so it helps out the leader a lot and clears some of the big issues she had, that she didn't have a bunch of new Spectres. And if there were new Spectres, they weren't pretty good, but the ones in this set are pretty freaking good. So moving on to Shadows of the Galaxy, we're going to be seeing here most of these leaders actually gone down a lot, which is something I kind of see uncommon these days. A bunch of these leaders like Cat Bane, Rey, Kira, even Han Solo, which were some of the prominent leaders back in the day, and have gone down completely. And in quite the opposite fashion, Garth Saxon has actually been bought out and is basically out of stock. Nobody is selling their copies anymore. But I think he is the best one for the Eternal format, especially now with the Ashes of the Empire set. If any of you have seen my video on it, with the Mandalorian tokens and any of that, he would be kind of crazy if it's kind of easy mechanic to spawn those Mandalorian tokens. It's gonna be kind of crazy to have 3/3s, I believe, yeah, because he gives each friendly upgraded units +1, so it's a 3/2 with shield. And you could basically, if you could spam them, say you could play it 2 in a single turn, you're gonna have 2 3/2s. So yeah, it's kind of his aggro strategy, what he likes a lot. Other than that, basically none of these cards have held up their value from when they first started. I don't know if any of you played back in the day, but this basically has dropped from, let me put, a year ago, from basically being like a it was a $50 card at one point, from basically being like a $50 card to a $70 card, I think, to a basically a $18 card, which is still not that bad, but yeah. Moving on to Twilight of the Republic. I'm moving kind of fast on these because I really don't have much to say other than some of these leaders that were brought out. And some, I guess you need to watch out for Eternal. I'm not really that big on Eternal right now, but we are going to be having, oh, sorry for that. We're really going to be having our trilogy format showdowns really soon in my area. So I'm really kind of looking into Eternal decks and stuff, since they do use old leaders for trilogy format but keep the premier ban list. Um, and yeah, in Twilight of the Republic, Yoda Sensing Darkness basically bought out, and I think this is because I was looking at these at the tournament results here. And it's just because of the I think he has like one. It was like one single event, yeah, the Eternal one, and he won this, and I think a couple, yeah, and two of them made top eight, three of them made top eight out of like 28 players. And I don't know if it's like there weren't a lot in stock. I really haven't been looking at these old sets that much. But like he basically got bought out in a way. Like it's crazy. And Yoda, being a really prominent leader at the end of rotation. He was pretty good in that Data Vault build he had. And yeah, but he had never reached this magnitude of like being a $500 card. And I don't know if it's gonna get bought, it's all a spectacle, really. But yeah, it just was bought out a couple days ago. So yeah, I don't know. Still, either way, it's kind of crazy how it got. It's the only listing is like a $500 one. Other than that, all these really normal prices. Django Fett, concealing the conspiracy. He's still being a prominent leader. He's still pretty good in Eternal, but people have stopped using him a little bit, I think, because of the bans he got, of the cards he got banned from his deck. So yeah, I think these all of these pretty good if you are feeling nostalgic or if you are planning to play Eternal. I think right now is the time to buy some of your favorite leaders because of some of these low prices. Like say for example, I really do like this Rex one. I've been looking at it for a while. I really am waiting for it to hit like $100 and below because I know it would probably hit. And with now the Twin Sunsets coming around, who knows really what could happen with these stuff. Moving on to our newest set and our favorite set, really. I guess the most that we talk about in these Market Watch Mondays is Lawless Time. Lando still being a $300 card. I think his price has finally stabilized. I don't think it's gonna go above this. If it does, it's really just because he just did win a huge event or something. I don't think it's gonna go above and beyond that. I think he is gonna stick to that price. And honestly, some of these other ones have gone down. Unless it's Chewbacca. Chewbacca never goes down. He's he's the GOAT. For any of you that did watch yesterday's live stream, thank you for that, honestly. And thank you for watching. And I hope you did enjoy that. I know it wasn't perfect. The glare issue that I had, I'm really new to this live streaming stuff, and I'm gonna try to keep evolving it and trying to keep doing it as much as I can. But yeah, it was really fun. I had a lot of fun with it. Everybody at the store loved it. And if you didn't see, Chewbacca won that pretty decisively at the end. It was a hell of a match though. I really loved watching it. I was there, keeping up with the live stream and watching it. But yeah, other than that, these two leaders have been the prominent ones to keep their prices really above. Obviously Darth Vader, but it's Darth Vader, who doesn't love Darth Vader? And yeah, other than that, the other ones have really gone down a bit. Jyn Erso being the one with the highest price at the start, now going down a lot, really. And Tobias also being one of the highest ones, now going a little bit down, not that much, but a little bit. But other than that, most of these have kept their prices. One of the cards I wanted to look at was, of course, Liberty. The hyperspace rarities have gone a little bit up, I think, because I do remember looking at these last week, and they weren't less than 40 something. and the normal one being the one that has always been at 40. Hasn't gone up or down, I think, really, since the buyouts in the first week of the Lake Country fiascos. Uh, but yeah, really, everything else in this set hasn't really moved from the past 2 weeks. Everything has kept its price and has kept its word in its price. This is actually pretty funny. Hyperspace foil is less expensive than buying a normal hyperspace max rebo. Huh. That's pretty funny. Uh, but yeah, and single reactor ignitions, of course, our super laser blast, which was played a lot this weekend in our showdown. Uh, yeah, like I was saying, most of these cards just keeping their prices, nothing going above, nothing going beyond. Uh, Even I believe this has gone down a little bit. This was like $8 last week, and this as well. Uh, yeah, that is it for a lawless time. Not really gonna go that deep into the set since I've talked about it a lot in this past few weeks. Moving on to Secrets of Power, like I've been saying, basically Sabe being the most expensive showcase in this set hasn't kept completely that price since she hasn't seen a bunch of tops in the past few weeks. She has seen a couple of them, but none compared to pre-rotation. Cassian, he is a prominent character in the Star Wars universe, so of course his showcase is gonna be above. And Dedra Miro is someone to keep watch of, someone who is going up in price. She basically went up, I think, for like a $50 one, if I'm not kidding, or like a, let me see. She wasn't that expensive at some point. Like she really went down. Didn't pass 100. Okay, so didn't go below 100, but at least she is a really good leader and something that is being played with Colossus. Which you would say, damn, but that's like a disadvantage. You start with a card less. But for her, really, you would pay one and make your opponent choose between, do you wanna have that unit, or do you want to deal 2 damage? Do you want to deal 2 damage to that unit, or do you want me to draw a card? And some people, sometimes they don't get good draw. They could drop a 2 drop with 2 life, and that would just end, like, slow their tempo down. So they would prefer you to draw the card, which would help you a lot. But yeah, something that is being played a lot. Shout out to Gomez, who, I'm sorry, who really is playing the heck out of this leader. And even though he didn't make top 8 yesterday, he did have a good time. And most of the games went to time, so really unfortunate. But it happens to us all. Other than that, Secrets of Power really hasn't had a lot of insane shot up in prices, other than Yularen, I think, who has become a $150 card. Really, these are a lot of insane prices, but I really think he should be like a $150 leader. He was being played a lot and had a lot of tops like last week. And also shout out to my friend Alex, who played this yesterday in our showdown. He had a really good show up with it. Reached top 4, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Got it on camera a couple times. Oh, sorry for that. But yeah, really, really, really good, fun leader, fun deck he was playing. Really had a fun time watching it live on camera. Well, but yeah, moving on to Legends of the Force. Honestly, this hasn't really changed from the past couple of weeks. I think the only change really has been the constructed lightsabers, and not even the Anakins have changed a bunch in price, but the constructors have really gone up or gone down, really gone up, shot up in price, because of the ability to use these Voltron Force decks to counter space decks. And that's about it. The showcase leaders, like, say, Mother Talsin and uh, any other leader, really hasn't been that insane. Like, only insane one I would say is Avar Chris, but I talked about it last week. And Obi-Wan really hasn't gone down completely. Like he's still like a 150 dollar showcase. He is still being played a lot, even if you don't think he is. Moving on to our final set, being jump to light speed. Really, honestly, Boba has did get a lot of tops this week, but he wasn't. You know, he hasn't been as prominent as he has been before. But he has been able to be played in now, I think, three different colors. The last one I haven't seen him being played as much recently is green, but he's still pretty good in green. And double red is the only one that I think you prefer to play the Lake Country version than the double red version, really. But yeah. Uh, Other than that, other leaders that have kind of shot up is Kasuda. If any of you have been keeping an eye on that Kasuda Data Vault deck, it has been gotten a lot of play after last week's showcase of him in one of the USA's PQs. Uh, I believe KTOD PQ or something like that. I saw a video on this. I don't really remember the name of the guy, but congrats to him. Uh, it has shot up in price a little bit. Makes me kind of worth it that I bought this for like $50 back in the day. Now it's probably gonna turn into $100 card in a little bit. Luke has always been up and above and gone down and up and up. He has been always like in $100 state, because of this gets countered, and basically everything gets countered. Anything space. But yeah, other than that, nothing really else has shot up in price insanely. Still, stolen AT haulers are like a $30, $25 card, and the not even the normal no glories are that insane. Only hyperspace foil has been bought out, but really, yeah, no other leader, no other surprises, which I thought they would have been. Like this Akbar, I don't know. Yeah, sorry sorry for my allergies, guys. Really. But yeah, other than that, nothing else has been gone that insane. Everything else is pretty normal to the prices we saw last week. And with that, yeah, I think I'm gonna cut the video a little bit short here. I really have nothing else to talk about in this Market Watch Monday. Prices have finally stabilized a little bit. I'm gonna look at this a little bit. And yeah, we still are waiting on the Twin Suns precons to be released. And when they are, probably I'll talk about it the week it gets released. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thank you all for tuning in to the live stream yesterday, the ones that did. And I'll see you on the next one. It's been Vintork and it's been Rio. Sorry for the allergies.